Ball last touched by the Cats. Cougars throw.
I don't think they'll call it in.
Infraction waged against the Cougars. Setting up our first complimentary kick. Ashukrai. Illegal use of the upper appendages waged against the Cougars, setting up another complimentary kick. This one, Nick Smilker to bring it in for the Cats.
Shot, man. We got a lot of time. Oh, yeah.
Little too much hospitality shown on the part of the Cougars. Sets up a free one for the Cats. Jesus Martin on the offense for the Cats. Tate Roberts brings it up for the Cougars.
There you go, Hunter.
Brady Rosenberg sends the ball in. Jake Hodgkin. Check that. That's Hunter Giffen. Ball sent out of bounds, last touch by the Cougars. Robbie Berlou on the throw-in. Goal kick for the Cats. Jake Hodgkin out at the flag to bring it in. So at 35-34 remaining in the first half, Cats 1, Cougars 0. Brady Rosenberg getting set to get it restarted for the Cougars. Ball sent out of bounds, last touch by the Cougars. Ben Brugermeyer in the throw. Oops.
Hey, Ben.
Jesus Martin look for Jake Hodgkin on the outside. Barlott Shetry, a shot from the outside. Into the hands. Trevor Allen set to put it back into play.
Yeah, Brett. Come on, Brett. There you go, Brett.
Brett Sanders on the defense for the Cats. Sent out of bounds, last touch by the Cougars. Max Sayuda on the throw. Jesus Martin on the throw. Hunter Giffen out to make the pickup. Back into play. Just out of bounds. Oops. Casey Grayman to take the throw for the Cougars. Tate Roberts on the throw for the Cougars.
Push him before Riley fell.
Finneytown flag for showing a little too much hospitality here at Mac McNulty Stadium. That will cost them a complimentary kick to be taken by the Cougars. GPS coordinates corrected in favor of the Cougars. Now we're set.
Yes, Parlad. Good, Nick.
Riley Kirshner running it down for the Cats. Over the end line, last touch by the Cougars. Setting up a goal kick, Hunter Giffen. To put it back in play. Riley Kirchner sending it out of bounds on the save for the Cats, setting up a throw-in for the Cougars. Isaac Dungan into the hands. Hunter Giffen. Nick Snooker, Roberto Bernu. Sent out of bounds, last touch by the Cats. Casey Craven on the throw for the Cougars. Casey once again getting another try.
Come on, man.
Infraction waged against the Cats. Setting up a free kick for the Cougars. Anthony Jones to take this one for the Cougars. Hunter Giffen. Not today. Sends everybody on their way. Puts the ball back into play.
Lasso.
Souvenir ball. Not really. Setting up a throw in. Nate Stevens. Seth Schwab. Check onto the pitch. So we resume with the throw-in. Jake Hodgkin working the defense. Last touch by the Cats. Cougar quick throw in. Sent down the line, over the end line. Setting up a goal kick. Jonathan Berlew checking on to the pitch for the Cats. Max Sayuda checking out. Goal kick. Hunter Giffen.
It's too easy. You got to.
A shot right, sending it forward strongly. Wide left, setting up a goal kick. Trevor Allen, check that. Alex Moore on the goal kick for the Cougars.
Oh, Jay.
Jonathan Berlew on the throw, working the offense. Jonathan Berlew getting a second chance. A little too much lead over the end line. Last touch by the Cats, setting up a goal kick. Last substitution by the Cougars, Nathan Eschman. This substitution, Caden Longbonts for the Cats. Jesus Martin from the outside, wide left. Setting up a goal kick for the Cougars. Once again, Alex Moore putting it into play. Hunter Giffen out to make the pickup. Shot off the foot of Brady Rosenberg. Last touched by Hunter Giffen of the Cats, setting up a corner kick for the Cougars. Blake Halbach to send it in.
Go, Kaden. Get on.
Jesus Martin, Harlock Shutry. Through traffic. Trevor Allen out to make the pickup for the Cougars.
Go, Jay.
If there was a flag, it would go up. An offsides would be called.
What's that? Good one, Brett. Get on, Jesus.
Brett Sanders on the defensive play for the Cats. Jonathan Berlew on the throw for the Cats. Ball last touched out of bounds by the Cats, setting up a throw-in deep in Cougar territory. Substitutions for the Cougars. Tate Roberts returning.
There you go, Brett.
Seth's robbed. Moving it forward for the Cats. Jesus looking for Caden. Just a bit long. Ends up in the hands of Trevor Allen. Hand flag goes up. Offsides called against the Cougars. GPS coordinates pointed out. We're good to go. The shot right. On the restart for the Cats. Sends it deep into Cougar territory, into the hands. Trevor Allen. They have an illegal use of the upper appendage, which leads to a free kick for the Cougars.
Go, Robert.
Ball sent out of bounds. Last touch by the Cougars, Jonathan Berlew. On the throw. Infraction. Waged against the Cats, setting up a free kick. Goal for the Cougars. So at 13-20, the score stands at the Cats 1, the Cougars 1. Jesus Martin steps up to put the ball back into play. Last touch by the Cougars, Parla Chetry. Ball sent strongly out of bounds over the end line, setting up a corner kick for the Cats. Parla Chetry out at the flag to bring it in. Sent out of bounds, resulting in a throw-in. Carlod getting a bit of practice on this run here. Not this time. Casey Grayman on the throw for the Cougars. Ball sent out of bounds, last touched by the Cougars. Ryan Stimley checks in for the Cats. We resume with a throw-in from the Cougars. Isaac Dungan. A little too much hospitality there coming in from the Cougars. Setting up a free kick for the Cats. The shot drive. The send it deep. infraction waged against the Cougars. A shock rye once again on the complimentary kick. Long ball into the hands of Trevor Allen. Ball sent out of bounds, last touch by the Cougars. Seth Schwab on that throw in. Just out of reach for Caden. And we go the other way.
What now?
Casey Grayman on the throw. Souvenir ball. Not really. Throwing Cats. Seth Schwab. Ball sent across field. Out of bounds, last touch by the Cougars. Max Sayuta checks back onto the pitch. Nate Stevens on the throw for the Cats. So 5 minutes, 39 seconds left in the first half. The Cats 2, the Cougars 1. Nick Snooker checking back onto the pitch for the Cats. Brady Rosenberg awaits the whistle to get this restarted. Brett Sanders on the D. Sent out of bounds, last touch by the Cats. Casey Grayman makes his way down for the throw in for the Cougars. Nate Stevens sends it over the sideline for a throw in for the Cougars. And they're off.
Get up there, Blue!
Ball sent out of bounds. A last touch by the Cats. Check that. Last touch by the Cougars. Jake Hodgkin checking back onto the pitch. Nate Stevens on the throw for the Cats. Jesus Martin, just a bit strong across the middle. It was over the sideline, setting up a throw in.
Are you gonna come up here? Drew? This switch with David.
Who's ball boy?
Switch with him at half. He said.
Looks as if we have an illegal use of the upper appendage
Do they need a ball boy down there?
waged against the Cougars, setting up a complimentary kick for the Cats.
So at half, after halftime, you should go down there and take his spot.
Okay.
At least she got a half a shade.
Yeah.
Roberto Bellew
Come on, that should be easy, brother.
on the free one. So with 2 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in this first half. Cats 3, Cougars 1. Bryson Tig gets this one started. And you can't do that. Infraction waged against the Cougars. Setting up a free one for the Cats. Robbie Berlew to send it forward. With authority. Nice little assistance from Roberto Bellew. So at the 1:39 mark remaining in the first half, Cats 4, Cougars 1.
He said he'd switch with you.
And we start again.
He said he'd come down there. He said he'd get you some candy. Oh, boy. Stop playing with him. Go, Jesus! Keep going, keep going.
Riley McQuitty on the defense for the Cougars. Ultimately, over the sideline, throw-in Cats. Blam. Sent out of bounds with authority.
Go, Robert. What? Once it's over.
So with an infraction waged against the Cats,
Wait. Never mind. Just let that do that.
ball put back in play by the Cougars. Jake Hodgkin on the throw for the Cats. And that is the end of the first half here at Mac McNulty Stadium, where the score, Cats 4, the Cougars 1. And as tradition here in Mac McNulty Stadium, now that the kids are out of the pool, it's Adult Swim. We got a thumbs up. Go from the tower and we're off. And a yellow card is issued to the Cougars. My apologies for not being able to give a better descriptor as to why. But nonetheless, we've got a complimentary kick. A Shakrai. Ball sent out of bounds. Last touch by the Cougars. Max Iuda on the throw-in for the Cats. Nick Smoker. Carla Chatry sending it forward into the hands of Trevor Allen. Shakrai sending it out of bounds for protection. Setting up a throw-in. Casey Grayman. Jake Hodgkin looking for Robbie Berleau. Sent out of bounds. Cats throw. Ball sent out of bounds. Possibly. Oops. So we're going to rethrow that one in the other way. Souvenir ball. Not really. Sent over the end line. Leading to a corner kick. Jake Otchkin out at the flag for the Cats. Sending it in. So at 36:21 remaining in the second half. Cats 5. Cougars 1. Getting it restarted. Betty Rosenberg.
Anton. Anton. You got $1? You trying to
Ball sent out of bounds. Last touch by the Cougars. Max Sayuda on the throw. Jake Otchkin moving it forward. Robbie Berlew trying to find the handle. Shot right. Moving it forward for the Cats.
Yeah. $1? You trying to? Really? On who? You're amazing. You're a lifesaver. Thank you so much, man.
Being rather overly friendly. Called for it. Free kick. Resume. Going the other way. Ball sent out of bounds. Last touch by the Cats. Max Sayuda on the throw. Gets another chance. Shot from wide. Goes wide.
Who scored? Jacob on a corner kick.
Setting up a goal kick for the Cougars.
Who got you that? Me? I don't know. Well, oh my god. What? Yeah, it was offers. PlayStation. Woo! Might be like a.
Cougars throwing.
Might be like an 87 too. Y'all need a ball boy. You guys need a ball boy. I am so done doing that. Like, no. Seniority.
Max Sayuda on the throw for the
You
Cats.
got Donovan out there.
Finds Roberto Berlew.
Right?
I'd rather do this every game.
You're a freshman, Demo.
I thought you were a sophomore.
No, you're a freshman. Freshman.
I'm gonna have VC today. 81 overall. Here I go.
Ball boy. I finally scored double digits in my career. I have 11 points. still a
It should be easy to be a shot player. You should remake your player.
I don't
Make
know.
a point guard.
I tried to add a point guard instead of a shooting guard.
You did?
No, I said I have a shooting guard right now.
No, make a point guard.
So you should I just make him taller?
Ben Brueggemeyer
Just make
working
it the
on the
same.
defense
It
for the
doesn't
Cats.
matter who's a point guard, who's not. We don't need
Ultimately
like,
winds up
certain like positions.
drawing an
Everybody-
infraction.
Everybody's 6'6" anyway, so
They're all making it seem like I have to be.
no. Isaiah's 6'7".
resulting in a PK
Oh,
center?
PK.
to be taken
Yeah.
by the Cougars.
Jake's like a weird size. Or he might be 7'3", I don't know, but
He was making him trash on himself and God earlier.
make it.
He was like,
Wait, your 2K19 works now?
yeah.
No,
Did it still work?
should work. No, I'm going to my mom's today. Come on, Hunter.
Goal for the Cougars.
Hunter's got. He was got the guess right. Or,
So with
yeah, he's got the guess right.
31-59. The score moves to Wildcats 5,
He does have a lot of.
Cougars 2. Jesus Martin gets it started for the Cats.
That's zoning me out. He's doing the soccer update. He does that. Foul, 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 foul.
In the box.
Jake Hodgkin
In the box.
getting tied up with an illegal use of the lower appendage, setting up a complimentary kick to be taken by the Cats.
Dude, I'm probably going to heaven for this. But I'll tell you later, man.
This infraction as well inside the box, resulting in a
Or anything?
PK. Trade them off
You know,
for the
I
Cats.
used to zoom in mega like last year when I recorded. I zoomed in. Come out, play.
Jake Hodgkin.
6'2", baby. 6'2".
So, now at 30 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in the second half of today's matchup. The Cats 6, Cougars 2.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
hey.
Why do you wear jeans so much?
Alex Moore, the big man,
You know it's hot out.
to get it
right?
started
And I know
for the
you have
Cougars.
athletic shorts.
Rich boy.
Dude, yeah. Keep.
Man, I'm about to get robbed.
Into the hands of Hunter Giffen, who returns it back to play. To be sent out of bounds, last touch by the Cougars. Riley Kirshner on the throw for the Cats.
Like, he's not suspended anymore.
You don't think that is clearly a foul?
He just like put his hands in his like
Ugh. Donovan. Yeah. Oh, he hopped the fence to get the ball.
yeah, I did that earlier deep but like
Oh, go Rob.
Oh.
Ronnie Berlou, left footer from the outside. Nice save, Trevor Allen.
He's fed up with it, dude. Hey, you should have gave him the
Go,
drill.
Max.
Jesus Martin,
Watch what his first touch.
Max Sayuta,
He's got,
field goal is good.
he kicks hard. He got a boot.
No points awarded, leading to a goal kick with a number of substitutions.
Oh, yes. Oh.
for the Cats,
Today. Yes.
one for the
Boy,
Cougars,
now then.
and we start again.
Wow.
First time he gets the ball, he's scoring.
I see Leo Van Heeswick checking onto the pitch for the Cats.
Amen, say man, you know what I'm saying? Come on, GG. Get up, brother. Get up. Get the ball. Get the ball.
Ball sent
Nathan's got some
into
speeders there.
Wildcat territory
For linemen, they used to be. Watch out, B.
over the sideline,
Hands and all.
setting up a throw-in for the Cats. Nate Stevens.
Leo. Oh yeah, Leonard.
Dude, this field is trash. Thank you. Get off of him, bro. God, let my boy play.
Leo
Let him play.
John,
Yeah, brother.
the
Yeah.
infraction.
Let him play, baby. Let him play.
Setting up a free kick. There's Super Rye to take this one for the Cats.
Come on, Asa. Come on. Woo.
JJ.
Wait, doesn't Rob put this on mute? On YouTube he doesn't? He doesn't? I wasn't saying anything.
As long as you don't say cuss word, we're talking about the rest.
No. He's
Oh, go Leo.
we're, he usually puts it. What?
Ball sent out of bounds.
What?
Ooh, I'm
What's happening?
Check that. Infraction against the
I
Cats.
need to go
Free
get
kick.
my VC right
Cougars.
now.
Wait, do you have already?
We're going again.
No, I have to go to CVS.
You're set.
Ronnie gave me 35 today. And it's double VC today.
Will you get 2
Last touched by the Cougars. Seth Schwab on that throw.
Imagine that. 70,000 times 2. And then 75,000 times 2. No, 35 times 2, which is 70,000. I sometimes forget to just change my view on the camera.
So moving on. Infraction waged against the Cats. Free kick
It looks like he's having fun.
in the Cats territory.
Oh, I saw. Oh. I tried to bang you. Oh, JJ. Oh, wow. I wish we were out there shooting.
No,
Why not?
way too hot.
Ball sent out of bounds. Last touch by the
Even though we
Cougars.
played in 10 times worse than this.
Caden Longbonds
I like the rain. I love playing in that rain.
on the throw for the
That
Cats.
was, everybody was worried about being cold. That was just great. Like, I've never felt that amazing in my life.
Yeah, I didn't get tired.
We
of
could have
that.
won that game though. Yeah.
We play him here though.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
An infraction waged against the Cougars.
They'll be
Setting up a free kick
but we're getting better too though. So.
for the Cats.
We're on a streak so far.
As long as we pass the ball.
I can't believe we won against Taylor though. That's what I don't
We
think
hired
of.
him last year. With the JVC made that last year.
And, and
That was his first goal, gave him goal.
Hunter? Was it Hunter like JV
Chick Rye.
last year?
Just a bit deep into the hands.
Playing.
Trevor Allen.
Wait, was I goalie last year?
Uh-huh. That was your first game of goal against Taylor.
Really?
Yeah, and that's when the guy hit
I've
that.
grown so much, bro.
that team
Sent out of bounds. Last touch by the Cougars.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And like,
Okay, it was
Nate
not
Stevens
from the
on the
30.
throw
It
for
was
the
more
Cats.
like 20.
it was
Because
pretty far. 25. It had to be 25. It was really far. And he just kicked his head as he could.
Nate getting another chance.
I don't care.
Placement.
That
was lucky.
That won't happen again to me. So
Oh,
I've gotten 10 times better than. Some of those,
stops. I know. Oh my, that is disgusting.
some of those guys from last year are still on TV.
Hello, Leo.
Look at Leo's hair. That's funny when it pops up like that.
Last touch by the Cougars.
Bebo!
Nate Stevens.
Nick.
Amen, say man.
Wee bit too much enthusiasm shown on the part of the Cougars, leading to a free kick. Complimentary one at bat. Ashok Rai.
Ashok Rai. Are you gonna be seen today? Well, they're trying to play 3v3. You should ask your mom. You'd be at least a 75.
I still have D.
Your grandma? Good. Dude, why do they think that's okay? I forget that I'm like even recording. I don't even move it. That is not okay.
Jonathan Ballou
Foul after foul.
hits the turf pretty hard.
Anton,
This is not turf.
Draws the infraction.
Grass.
Leo Van Heeswick
yeah.
send the ball in for the Cats.
What is this in your head?
Oh yeah, Nick. Why not? Why not?
No, Rob came. Ooh. I suck. Ah, there's a bug in here.
Ashok Rai
Mimo.
from the
Are
outside.
you okay, Mimo?
Sky ball over the end line.
Don't let that fall over.
Goal
If
kick.
that falls over
Cougars.
to somebody, I'm gonna be.
Wait, they're trying to play 3v3.
Just get all your badges and like gold or something. That's all you have to do.
It's kind of
By the time you do that, you'll be like.
I go 1 for 8 on a difficult shot.
Anthony
You
Jones
get it on bronze.
No, I have nothing on.
putting the ball back into
What rank did
play.
you get 0?
Okay, but it's so much easier to get your badges.
Oh yeah, so
Like 10 times. I feel like you just made a shooting guard. Shooting guard is trash. Or you can make a playmaker.
I have a small
Hunter
forward,
Giffen.
Make a playmaking slasher. I don't know why you're listening to anybody. Did I tell you to make a slasher?
Yes,
I
you
did.
told me to shot for your playmaker. I made a small forward. one.
I did tell you to make a playmaking slasher.
Yeah, but then Leo was like, "Don't make that
Because
wants you to make it.
you don't
I'm
listen.
making it."
That's why Jake's guy's gonna be trash. He's listening to
Wait,
Leo.
Jake's good. What are you talking about? Jake was like, "Me, Jake, and Isaiah are the best."
No, Jake. You said that today?
Yes, and I knew
He's a lie.
Leo Van Heeswick.
Oh, Leo. Oh, Leonard. No, JJ. Yes, Nick.
Get the ball on, Ryan.
Oh, yeah, Kaden.
Oh, good shot, Caden.
Long bomb. On the shot from the outside, deflected by Trevor Allen.
Turn the shoulder.
Block. There you go, Austin. In front, asshole. He's over YouTube.
Ball sent out of bounds. Last touch by the Cougars. Seth Schwab
Jake and Isaiah.
on that throw.
Jake is hot. What is he, a power forward? It's like a power in the center. Is he really? He's a center now?
He's like, I've been 85. Oh, I think it's like,
Alright. He was off school yesterday. He only has all his badges. That's
something like that. He definitely, he said double digits. I don't know if it was 11, but he said double digits. Oh, yeah. That's sophomore connection. Oh, yeah, Rob. Ryan. Oh, good one. Come on, Kaden. Car's at the shoulder.
Caden Longboss from the outside. Trevor Allen out to make the pickup.
It seems like these quarters go really slow, bro.
Ball sent out of bounds. Last touch by the Cats. Substitutions.
Ours is only 5 minutes.
Roberto Belu, Jesus Martin,
Jesus.
and a plethora
Dude, they're
substitutions for the Cougars. We resume
too tired, man. Look at all of them. They're tired, bro. Are you like
With the
hurt
throw
from the
in.
other day? My legs are sore, man.
It got worse from yesterday. Like,
Jackson Becker
No, yeah, the first day after it, the first day
for the
I
Cougars.
I was pretty hurt, but then the second day I was down, and then today it's just healing. So.
it's in the process of healing.
What? That is a lie. Cause down there it wasn't a foul. Trash.
Bit too much hospitality once again shown on the part of the Cats, setting up a free kick
I just robbed this much space. That's fine. That's what I want.
for the Cougars.
You just might have 0. Really? No, I thought it was like Blue Cross. I thought that was like medical. That's Red Cross, but medical's. That, I don't know.
Watch this. Upper left.
Oh, that would have been bad, bruh.
That would have felt.
Dude, I can't, bruh.
That's crazy. They have to have a 12-hour practice out this heat.
Dude,
Man.
12 hours?
Yes. 12-hour practice.
Hmm.
They were there from 9 this morning until 9 tonight.
Well, until 9.
Look, JJ. Oh, he's gone.
I've never seen the most selfish thing ever in my life. What Isaiah did. That's so selfish.
What did you do?
Ball sent out of bounds. Last touch by the Cougars,
$60.
setting up a throw-in
You didn't get it.
by the Cats,
If I had you paycheck,
and that's Seth Schwab.
I guess. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait, do you not? He's like, no, it's all for me.
yeah, he said he was gonna give me some, but he didn't, so I don't care. He makes a lot of promises.
Oh, yeah, Kaden?
Caden Longbots.
Oh, I forgot. I wasn't recording.
Last tapped by the Cougars.
You wanna do it? Someone wanna do it? I mean, it is 62.
Jonathan Burley
Bimo.
on the throw.
You wanna move it?
Anton, you're smart.
Yeah, you can do it. You just have to move
You
it
just
with
have
the
to move it back and forth.
Move it with the ball.
Shush. Yes, I'd rather have someone who wants to do it.
You can't watch from out there either. It's like the brightness is all the way down.
Robbie Burley from the outside, just wide,
No, I was in a party with Jake.
setting up a goal kick.
Bucky.
Did it today?
Yeah, like before I left, I was like, I joined real quick. I played Mike for a game and I we had to be up here. Brown called me and told me to record.
Tyler Harmon,
And he was like, Isaiah was like, hey Jake.
Eiley McQuitty
It's like, we can't
checking on
record
to the
Jake
pitch
would be anybody.
after a goal kick
Well, I'll play with Caden.
from his teammate.
Yes, sir.
Go, Robert. Yeah.
Good try, bud.
Stay with it, Kaden.
Ball tapped out of bounds.
Man, if I don't play with Leah, we are up on Jake. I'll play with Leah.
Robert Lou on the throw-in.
See, actually,
Caden Longbounce.
Yeah, Liz. But I technically did make this player.
Oh, Jay.
I made like I was pretty sick.
Like, so should I make a playmaking slasher point guard? Or no? Small forward. Just so I have more speed. Oh, Brett. So, Robert.
Souvenir ball. And you say, thank you. Hunter Giffen out to field. And to put it back in play.
Here's the deal.
Dang.
So it's shooting guard what? Height? Say like 6'7".
Hunter Giffen once again out to make the pickup. Send it back into play.
Speed, dude. You will be able to shoot the tireless score.
Nate Stevens once again on the throw for the Cats.
Yeah, this isn't for you.
Ah, do it again.
This isn't for you.
Maybe not.
No, it's okay. It's
Robbie Berleau. Jesus Martin.
Oh, Leo.
Leo Van Nieswick. Just a bit long.
I guarantee you, if you make your guy short, you'll be good. But it's not good. I don't think it's short.
Trevor Allen. Skies one back into play.
Look how many bad, you know.
The Shumpert, or what is it?
6'5".
Shumpert?
Or, big man. I don't know what else is good.
Over the end line, last touch by the Cats. Corner kick called.
3-point shooting and trap rating.
Alex Moore. Just wide. Sudesh Garan checks onto the pitch. The Cats, I'll try that again. As we
I know
resume
what you can make. Alex K's good.
with a goal kick from Hunter Giffen.
Small forward. Slashing, defensive. Slashing, defending.
Oh!
Hand goes up. Offside. It's called against the Cats.
I'm making that. I gotta make that. Should I go through the prelude or go with the
Sudesh Gurung making the speed down the outside. It's called for the offsides.
Make him 6'9".
Is it Leo's side?
Hold on, let me see a shooting guard first. Let me see if it's
I did watch one of LSK's videos. That
Bryson
was
T.
everybody.
I haven't watched. I only watched like the first one in the game first.
I watched
Sends one high and wide,
Zach.
resulting
You can, if you make a shooting
And a goal
guard,
kick
you can still get your
for the Cats.
defensive and driving and finishing.
Tate Roberts
Same bed.
checking onto the field
I would
for the Cougars.
I would make a shooting guard.
6'7".
Yeah, you get two special with some silver.
So I can shoot, somewhat shoot. I like
That's
mid-range.
it.
As well as Caleb Smearsall.
Hey, dang that everybody. What happened? You know you like doing this? You like recording? Put that king up in the middle, put some stopper. I had the and you get bronze.
Ball is brought back after a
You get pickpocket.
infraction waged against the Cougars. Robbie Berleau.
You got half gold badge, half silver, a little bit of holiday, and a little bit
Infraction waged against the Cougars, setting up a
As long as I can.
complimentary kick. Rob Berleau for the Cats.
If I was a shooting guard, I'd keep it small. Now, if you're like a small forward, you're not trying to shoot, you're trying to bump everybody like way up, 6'10", all the way up. That's what I would do. Like, just so you can shoot a little bit of mid-range, you're good.
Just leave it normal.
Ah, come on. Keep them falling out there.
Or, let's see. Other stuff. Wait, why is it on Jonathan?
So after sorting all of this out here,
Wait,
the infraction is waged against the Cats,
contact one package?
You get all packages.
setting up a free kick for the Cougars.
Wait, post riser first?
Yeah, driving and finishing first.
I mean, that's what.
And playing with
Yeah, because that'll be fast too. I know someone
you want to get ankle breaker and silver. Silver and your diamond silver.
That'll be useful. Wait, what is this? A point guard?
6'7" too. But you can't speed this, but you will be able to talk about
Hunter Giffen looking to blast the slow roller out.
Hall of Fame one-man.
Deflected over the end line, resulting
What was the Hall of Fame? Like one-man fast break?
in a much more relaxed goal kick.
See this.
Or you put shot ready for a shot. That's
Make sure your guy's big too. So make the same weight this guy.
Hand goes up, offsides called against the
I might
Cats.
do it all package. I might do that one. Get quick boxes. I'm doing that one.
Trevor Allen,
I'm doing that one.
check that.
That's how you can shoot. That's shooting guard 6'7". Yeah. I'm about to
Anthony Jones to take the free kick off the offsides.
I'm gonna watch your last name at 8. It's 3:40.
At 8?
5, yeah. I'm gonna cut the grass like 11. I'm gonna cut the grass at like 7. I'll just watch the game probably like. depending
Nate Stevens on the throw for the Cats.
Blowout, then I'm not watching it anymore. But yeah.
What happened?
Get that guy off the field! All he's trying to hack this, come on!
Was it number 21? What do you do?
Oh, no!
What do you do?
There's no way!
What do you do?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
I mean, I hope you recorded that.
Gamer, are you following the ball?
You do that. We also do that.
So as a result of this action, we resume with a free kick
I'm making the right argument.
from Iley McQuitty.
Get there, Leo. Go Jesus. We're moving the ball now. There you go, Seth. Yes, Seth.
Is he making a pure post door?
Something like that.
Seth Schwab showing the defense for the Cats.
Oh yeah, I'm nasty.
Go, Jay. Go, JJ.
Ball sent out of bounds. Pass touched by the Cougars. Setting up a throw-in. Nick Smoker returns to the pitch for the Cats.
What's hustle we're going on? It's gold.
Yeah. But then if I make a rebound, I still get all that.
Plus you can rebound.
Like, I can. I get. That's why I'm on silver, though. That's where they messed me up, though.
Oh, is that what you have now? Or you're a rebound.
I can't.
For what? The driving, finishing, rebounder? I was thinking of making him pure playmaker, just because he was really fast.
Ball sent out of bounds. Last touch by
But again,
the Cats.
I don't feel like doing all that.
Leading to a throw in from the Cougars.
Ankle breaker, I just got to dribble twice.
Off the hands of Jackson Becker. And we go the other way with some substitutions.
Not really has to get assist, don't you?
Ben Brueggemeyer, Max Sayuda,
Honestly, easy.
Jake Hotchkin return to the pitch.
Say what?
Well played, gentlemen.
Roll, you can play with me on. You need to make a lot of shots. I would do it.
I might make both just to see, like. I'll do the driving finishing shot here first, and then if that doesn't work out, I'll just. Leo just broke somebody.
Leo?
He just made somebody fall.
Leo did? Nice.
He went back and then went behind the bag. Yes, sir.
Defending. Look at that. Defensive stop. Which one is yours?
Is this yours? Uh-oh. That's a goal. Wait, no, it's not.
Goal! Off the foot of Brady Rosenberg, which brings the score with 2 minutes 20 seconds left. Wildcats 6, the Cougars 3.
How would you get dunked on?
Nick Smoker
Bimo, you wanna play
awaits
me in FIFA?
his turn
You wanna play me in FIFA? I'll beat you.
to get this party
I guess
started
you're
once
gonna use
again.
Ronaldo.
Huh?
Yeah, you're gonna use Ronaldo, aren't you?
You have a PS4?
Yeah. No, you don't. You liar. Oh. See, that's- but he's oh my God.
See, I don't want to do this, man.
There you go, Sudesh. Get back, Sudesh.
Hey, I might make a slide.
Sent out of bounds, last touch by the Cougars. Max Sayuda on the throw.
Step, Max.
They really did stop stretches. Look. Yeah, everything on hold. Except they get hot.
Stretch makes me so powered.
Halfway.
Athletic stretch.
This is like, I'm just gonna stick with my center. I don't care.
Sent out of bounds, last touch by the Cougars.
I don't get any bad.
Nate Stevens
Any dunks at all.
on the throw for the Cats. And we're at 1 minute.
Who farted?
Not me.
Riley Kirshner on the defense for the Cats, sending it out of bounds, throw in to the
I
Cougars.
don't get any big man contact.
Hold on, dude. Here it goes.
Tate Roberts. Brady Rosenberg from the outside sends it high and wide, setting up a goal kick. That's to be taken by Hunter Giffen. And we are at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is the end of the match, ladies and gentlemen. Today's matchup between the Finneytown Wildcats